Happy Devils. Well, it's actually a happy Thanksgiving Devils Thursday. This is the Woo Report on Thanksgiving Day. I'm hoping that you are all enjoying your Thanksgiving meals in the U.S. and abroad. I'd like to thank our men and women in the armed forces. Some of them can't be home today, but thank you and your family for your service. This is the Woo Report. Thankful for the Devils is today's topic. I figured I would pop in from Whitehall, Pennsylvania. I'm at the in laws right now. This is one way to get away from your mother in law for at least 20 minutes when you do a podcast. That's my excuse. But don't tell her that. Hopefully, she's not watching in. But anyway, so I'm hoping that you're enjoying a little football, uh, some turkey, some cranberry sauce with that. Happy Turkey Day, Omar Ba says. Peter Jr. is watching. Hello, everybody. This is Sam Wu. So, today's Thanksgiving. We're thankful for a lot of things. One thing I'm really thankful for is the New Jersey Devils because New Jersey Devils, just like you as a Devils fan, has come into our lives. We're devoted fans. We dedicate our time. A lot of us dedicate our time with no sense of wanting any kind of monetary return for our time. I wonder why we do that. I wonder why, as Devils fans, we put such a commitment. We actually pay to work. Some of the fans that go to the Prudential Center, season ticket holders especially, we have a vested interest in the team. You dedicate your dollars to go see the Devils because we just love the Devils and we love the game of hockey. So we're thankful for the Devils, and I'm going to just, itemize certain things that I'm very thankful for that have come out of being a New Jersey Devils fan. Number one, the ownership group. If you remember that the Devils were on the verge of bankruptcy back in 2012, 2013, a series of bad luck, bad economy. The crash of 2008 had a real effect on the previous owner of the New Jersey Devils. Some of it was really unfair, but he valiantly, single handedly, with a couple partners, brought the New Jersey Devils to Newark and finally have a home for the first time. Um, I think it goes without saying that we are very lucky to have the New Jersey Devils franchise in New Jersey after all this time because there were talks back in the mid 90s of moving to Nashville. Um, Other suitable buyers trying to move the team elsewhere. There weren't serious talks, but I'm sure that people had eyes on the New Jersey Devils, especially when they started winning and started winning Stanley Cups. For that reason, I thankful that we have a team. If you go to cities like Quebec, up in Canada, Quebec City, they're not so fortunate. They would give their right arm for an NHL team. Winnipeg suffered for many years and were lucky enough to get back a team. You look at the city of Hartford, experienced a move, and the Devils could have been bought and moved. Think about it. When they came to New Jersey back in '82, there were that would make I think let's see, you would have the Rangers, the Islanders already established, the Flyers, and the Hartford Whalers all within a 150-mile radius of each other. It was a matter of time that one team would have to move, and that was the Hartford Whalers, now the Carolina Hurricanes. I would, as a fan, I would hate to experience anything like that after putting that kind of time commitment, love for the team. You think about the Atlanta I was about to say Atlanta Flames. Yes, they moved once, but Atlanta Thrashers. So the city of Atlanta has experienced two franchise moves. What could have been? What could have been if Kovalchuk actually stayed in Atlanta? Stayed there. Had they won a Stanley Cup, you just never know what may have happened. But the nasty nest, the down at Atlanta Thrashers, they protested without avail. They moved to Winnipeg. And it's a really sad story. So on this Thanksgiving Day, I'm very, very thankful that we have a team in New Jersey for many years to come. And all intents and purposes, from an outside standpoint, the ownership group is well funded and is committed to the state of New Jersey. Also, what we're thankful for, the New Jersey Devils, kudos to them. That little girl that came out onto the ice fighting cancer, beating cancer, and they signed her to a 1-day contract. These stories make your heart melt. It's a great story, but also it was the right thing to do and a no-brainer decision by Devils management to do that. Personally, I don't think it was not a PR stunt. I think it was just the right thing to do. They did it, and I commend them for that. You can't do these things unless you have an NHL hockey team, right? That kind of thing, and the Brian Boyle story of a couple years ago, and Brian Boyle coming back the same season, what he was battling, that's amazing in itself. Also, what I'm thankful for as a Devils fan, the Devils fan club. The Devils fan club. They are great. And all the charitable givings that they do, the coat drive, the food drive, they volunteer, help promote the game of hockey. That too, we should be very thankful because that all leads back to the New Jersey Devils. The community building, the Devils alumni, the charitable work that Bruce Driver and the rest of the Devils alumni do every year. And they just enjoy it, and they are having an impact in the community. And that's what we should be really thankful for. Also, I'm thankful for that the Devils, they honor the hero of the game, of the night, at the arena, a service member or a police officer or somebody, they recognize that. That is great as well. I love that when they do that. Everybody, all Devils fans stand up, they cheer, they applaud, they give that person their due, their respect. We should be thankful for that. And last but not least, um, the Devils fan community, we should be really thankful that we have each other. Because at the end of the day, winning Stanley Cups is great, but winning Stanley Cups is much better when you can share it with your fellow Devils fan. After experiencing 2003 and watching the team win the Stanley Cup, it was surreal. It was like a movie. It was like an absolute movie. And I'll never forget that experience. It's probably the top 5 experiences in my life. It doesn't top, getting married or anything like that, but it comes very, very close. And, without this community, we would not have the Let's Go Devils podcast. We wouldn't have the Woo Report. We wouldn't have Stated Fan Address. We wouldn't have the great Facebook groups that we have. Sometimes Devils fans, when the Devils aren't beating anybody, we kind of beat ourselves up online, and sometimes we should really tone it down a bit because in the end, we're Devils fans against the world, and you remember that the Devils versus everybody, and that's what I'm thankful for is the camaraderie, the people I've met through the podcast, people I would have never met. Stacy White writes, I am thankful for being part of a Devils fan group. Yes, we love having you part of this podcast, this and that. So Thank you for letting me be part of your day. I'm going to go eat some turkey right now. This is the Woo Report. Till next time, Devils fans, let's go Devils.